Choices. We gotta make choices all the time. ESL Trailblazer channel, welcome to episode 14. We have to prioritize those choices, don't we? Yeah. Okay, so when you're speaking English as a second language, you make a choice each time that you speak. You use the language that you know real well, that you feel comfortable with, or you push yourself to use the new language to sound more fluent, more engaging, and add a little bit of flavor to the way you speak, the way you write. Let's get to it. For example, overused by my Polish students all the time. You throw it in every sentence there is. Every time you can, you throw it in. For example, guess what you're doing? You're cheating. You are faking it. It's time to face the music. Avoid using for example in every sentence possible and replace it with something else. Like, Americans use it all the time, like, okay, or for instance, all right? If you insist on using for example, then at least add a collocation before to, measure what kind of example it is that you're giving. For example, people, all right? Now, you always like to say a good example is, and you know what I feel about good. Garbage, replace it, substitute it with something else. I got it for you. Striking example, vivid example, illuminating example. What else do you need? Do I need to give you more? Clear example. Perfect example. All right? All of those words can replace good, which you know I can't stand, with example, so at least you can sound a bit more clear with what kind of example you're about to give. Okay? Now, let's move on from example. I was talking about choices. We're making a lot of them. There's an opportunity of a lifetime, and that depends on you making the right choices, okay? There are some phrasal verbs we can use when we're talking about making choices, all right? You can put off making a decision. Phrasal will put off. It means to postpone. Put off making a decision, okay? Or you can consider the options before you make the decision. Consider the options. Collocation together, okay? If you pass up on the opportunity, then you miss out on it. Pass up, phrasal verb, another one, okay? If you pass up on the opportunity, you know what might happen. Afterwards, you might have second thoughts. You might have second thoughts. Now with language, you're not going to have second thoughts. You're not going to think about the mistakes that you're making. You are going to be thinking about the mistakes you're making. Rewind, you are going to be thinking about the mistakes you're going to be making. What you're not going to be recognizing is that you're using the same old language. So let's mix it up. That's what ESL Trailblazer is all about. Let's make something happen. You need to make something happen. Build momentum, okay? So use sound judgment when you're thinking about the language that you want to use. What does it mean? Sound judgment. Sound judgment. Sound, not what we hear. In this context, sound judgment means that I have to use it. I can't believe I have to use it. It's good judgment. Terrific judgment, okay? I'm sorry I had to use it there. All right, my fault. Great judgment. Sound is great in this context. With judgment, it means that you are judging things well before you make a decision, all right? Here's a striking example. When you're buying a flat, before you buy it and you make that decision, you need to judge different elements about the flat that you're looking at. Its location, its size, the layout of the flat, yada, yada, yada. All these things require you to judge whether it is the place you want to buy. So if you use sound judgment with all those elements, then you're able to make a good decision. Fantastic, terrific decision. Yeah, you got me. I know you're on top of me. Okay, but the only way you can improve your language is by having a burning desire. Right here. Right here. Burning desire to improve. Now your mistakes with grammar, don't worry about that. That will come with time. Relax with the grammar. Take it easy with the exercises. Just try to mix it up and add some language that is maybe a little less unusual that you don't use on a regular basis. Always challenge yourself. Have that burning desire to be fluent, and that way you can be more engaging when people are listening to you. All right? Now, I want to move on to something else. I've given you the choices. Sometimes we face difficult choices, and some of those difficult choices are when you are stuck with your British English course book and you have learning just those British words, but we got some American words. American words. American words. Quality stuff, people. Use some of that. So, I'm going to lock horns with some of you Brits out there. What is up with holiday? And why are we using it when we're going on vacation in the summer? Nuh-uh-uh. Get rid of that. Vacation. Polish people, wakacje. Vacation. You know what I'm talking about. Don't use holiday in the summer. Use vacation. See what I'm saying? You gotta face these difficult choices, but some of them might not be that difficult. Vacation. Another one. Jumper or sweater? You decide. Is this a difficult decision? Maybe, but I would go with sweater. Who wants to wear, who says I wore a Christmas jumper to the party? Boo! Jumper out, sweater in, okay? Face the music. It's an Americanism. I said it at the beginning. It means face the consequences. If you've been a bad boy or bad girl, you might have to face the music. Whether it's husband, wife, teacher, parent, or boss, you do something wrong, you get in trouble, you're gonna have to face the music. Okay? You're gonna have to face the music if you're not having that burning desire to improve your language. Alright, before I finish, any other Americanism out there? You betcha, there's a lot more, but you're gonna have to watch another episode to get it. I just wanted to scratch the surface a little bit and lock horns, but I'll be back with more of that next week. I hope you enjoyed the episode, guys. Subscribe, please share. This is a community, and I really appreciate your feedback. I'd love to hear other language that you think is valuable. These are just my practical tips, but there's a lot more. There's no one way about this, okay? Choices, priorities, up to you. Make the right ones. 2018, let's make something happen. ESL Trailblazer, I'm Nandis, and I hope to see you guys next week. Later.